Hi, I'm going to talk a little bit about sensory seeking and sensory avoiding behavior in an early years environment for children who possibly have sensory processing disorder. Sensory seeking is when a child's central nervous system needs stimuli to regulate, and that can come in a way of touch, in smell, and movement. Sometimes a child who feels overwhelmed will calm down with a weighted blanket. That helps calm their central nervous system that is receiving stimuli. Other children, they may want to smell something that might help calm their central nervous system, and so they need to seek that out. Or they might need touch, and touch from a friend, holding hands, being able to connect with someone else. Another way that it manifests and is quite apparent is with repetitive movement. And one of the most common ones is rocking. When a child rocks back and forth, they're looking to calm their central nervous system. And the opposite side of that is when a child wants to avoid any sort of stimuli. These come in big reactions. In an early years environment, that can often come up in the time of transition or group gathering. It's simply too much for them, and they need to avoid and they need to step away because their central nervous system is reacting to everything that's going on around them. And knowing the triggers for a child, whether or not they are seeking stimuli or they're avoiding stimuli, can go a long way in supporting a child with sensory processing disorder inside of the early years environment. And remembering that these don't come in as just seeking or avoiding. The same child can have a combination. Some children might want to wear long sleeves because they need that sensory stimulation on their arms. They're seeking to have that. That same child may be very uncomfortable wearing socks. They want to avoid that. That creates overwhelm in them, so they cannot have socks, or they don't even want to have a bump in the sock. So really understanding what triggers the child into having a sensory dysregulation. Their sensory system is overwhelmed, either they need to have something put into them, or they need to have something taken away from them. Observing, watching the children, and being connected to them goes a long way in supporting them and regulating their central nervous system. I hope all of this information helps and creates a more peaceful environment for you.